I think when you're looking at measuring marketing, whilst absolutely every aspect of marketing should deliver, there are different elements of marketing, shall we say, that are harder to measure. And I think where you need to be very, very careful is when you're looking at CRM tools that then start to look at a cost per lead. I, for one, am not a big fan of this, because what I think it actually does is it takes away some of the art side of marketing, some of the power of the integration, the power of the whole. And I think it's very, very dangerous when you start to say, well, that email campaign only cost me 50p per unit sent out, and look what it delivered in terms of leads. You need to absolutely apply common sense in terms of the programs that you're looking at. Hospitality, fabulous way to engage with your key accounts, fabulous way to enable sales to, in an informal environment, get to know their clients better, which surely is a great thing. If they're then talking about something coming up in terms of marketing in an informal environment, they're probably more receptive to it. How do you measure that? It's a tricky one to measure, but your campaign surely will be a better success because they've planted a seed, they're expecting something to come through. So there's probably 101 examples of the power of integration. So I think B2B marketeers just need to recognize that, and I'm sure a lot of people do, but just don't be constrained by the CRM tools that are measuring each and every touch point as a cost basis.
Once again, it's just try and start very simple. At the end of the day, a telemarketing resource can oftentimes score a lead, using what he's hearing and the conversation better than some algorithm can. So, getting that balance right, I think, is kind of critical. And the other thing that I learned is just keep reflecting on, why are you doing lead scoring? You're doing lead scoring not because you think it's a fascinating science. You're doing lead scoring because you want to know how to prioritize the leads. The assumption is the ones that you prioritize are the ones that are the most likely to turn into business. So go ahead, implement your lead scoring system, but make sure you keep coming back to say, are those ones that we prioritize, are they actually delivering a better ROI than some of the other ones? And if not, then clearly there's some adjustment you need to make in the lead scoring mechanism, which is almost certainly the case, by the way, because this is a moving feast.
Within Cisco, there's a couple of key metrics that we look at. So there's marketing influenced opportunity, which is all about directly taking numbers out of the CRM database and tagging them with a marketing activity so that we can then add up the numbers later. And those don't have to be short-term opportunities. They could be 1, 2, 3 year opportunities. It's a much longer-term deal in terms of assigning a certain piece of business to the fact that marketing was involved in that. And the other side of it is what we call account engagement metrics, which is if we are being measured on the depth and breadth that we have within the account base. So the breadth is all about how many companies, how many customers within that space as a percentage of total potential that marketing is having some contact with. So our marketing database, that we track the names and contact details of people that we've interacted with through websites and all the rest of it, and then can measure in terms of the total proportion of companies within that space that have been touched by marketing activities from Cisco. And then the depth is all about the number of people, the number of contacts that we have on average within those accounts that we've touched. So it could be 30, 40, 50. Some of the larger companies, it could be 1,000 people that have been contacted within that particular customer, and trying to average that out across the whole customer base.